Alright, here's a little update. Today's Thursday, the 9th of March 23. I've got all 6 batteries installed. And this version 2 battery is very nice, but regardless of what I was told, they do not play well with each other. You have to do them separately, which is fine. And Signature Solar did right by me. They contacted me many times, emails, phone calls, gave me a huge store credit that I was completely shocked about. I won't get into how much they did, but that was very satisfactory to handle my issues with the bus bar. So prompts to them. A lot of people had trouble. They were good to me. I'll show you what I'm doing over here on the bus bars. And I'm trying to utilize what I had in stock. These are 5/8 stainless. That's a 7/8 stainless, and this is a 3/4. And if you don't know, the higher quality stainless you get would be not magnetic at all. These are somewhat magnetic. These are, I think, possibly zinc-plated steel. So that's what I'm going with. And then I just got done doing some destructive tests between threading the 1/4 bolts into these copper bus bars. I'm not going to use these foolish things. These are just ridiculous. That's just a joke. So I've got the 1/4 tap. The lowest setting this will go down to is 10 foot-pounds, which does indeed begin to strip the copper out. The copper threads that I put in, I don't know if we can see them, but I threaded them, just the 1/4 bolt. And the sweet spot for these on both sides is 60 inch-pounds. So I'm going to set those at 60 inch-pounds, shine these bars up, take all these bolts out, shrink wrap the bus bars, cut where the bolts are going to go, red Loctite the 1/4 bolts, which will be coming through the other way, and that's going to work out fine. And these are the big holes here where the battery lug riv nuts never bit, and they were sticking above board. And there's not even any threads until you get below this rivet. And as you can see, the bolt's not coming through. So, I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. The whole thing's just useless. But like I said, they took good care of me, so I'm not complaining. So that's what I'm doing to the bus bars. I'm going to wrap this guy up with some black shrink wrap, insert the bolts, red Loctite, put the cables on for the batteries, and then I'll get back on the positive bus. So that's the update on the EG4 cabinet. That's what I decided to do. I'm not going to use these at all. And that's what's happening. All right, more to come. Hopefully I will get this installed this weekend. Hopefully. All right, more to come. Okay, I'm going to try to show you how I did this. I've shined up both sides, front and back of the bus bar. I've marked my black shrink wrap, adhesive shrink wrap, where the holes need to be. I'm going to come down to that blue line. So I put the shrink wrap on. Then I'm going to cut the shrink wrap in the area where the contact needs to be made on both sides so I can put the bolt through. And that'll give me some shielding. And I use these surfacers and gasket remover drill remover deals for cleaning up gaskets on engine surfaces. That worked out really well. Polished it up pretty nice. All right, I'm going to wrap this up and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I've got the shrink wrap put on. Now I learned with this to cut the holes a little bit smaller. And I shrink it. And on the very last couple of threads of these bolts, I'm going to use just a drop of red Loctite. Red Loctite is what you use if you don't want things to come loose again without putting a torch on them. Now I've got the little handy dandy torque wrench. Going the wrong way, of course. That's the generator you hear in the background. Torque these down to 60 inch-pounds. And I'll be back when I get this done. I need 2 hands. Okay, there is the negative bus bar. When I do the positive side, I won't cut these holes as big because they really shrunk back. Show you the back side. That's quite a bit better than how they arrived here for sure. And I cinched these bolts down to 60 inch-pounds with an additional 1/8 turn. Seemed to be perfect. So those won't be coming out anytime soon. And the cables call for, on this side, 60 inch-pounds, so that'll work out perfect. Okay, there's the negative one. I'm going to have to take this positive bar, put it over in the cabinet, get my cables, 4-aught cables, and those blue C fuses, and space those out accordingly so they'll fit on the bus bar. That sounds like a good job for tomorrow. Okay, that's the EG4 bus bar update. That's what I decided to do with them. And that's it for tonight. There'll be more to come as this build progresses.